Celebration Company. Happy Thursday. I hope y'all are having a great day. Today is day 4 of our celebration. We're celebrating the Celebration Company's 5th birthday. And during the entire week, we are doing giveaways and specials and all kinds of different things. We even have a grand prize giveaway that we're going to be giving away tomorrow. So I want to tell you all about all of that, as well as we are going to be making over this little eagle that I have. I picked this up at Goodwill for $7, and it is old. I wasn't sure how old it was. I honestly thought maybe it was from like the 80s, but actually it's from the mid-centuries, like somewhere around the 50s, early 60s. And so, but it needs a little bit of love. I want to bring it back just a little bit, kind of like what we did with our drum, where we just kind of brought it back. It still looks old, it still looks vintage, it still looks worn, but we brought some of the character back. So that's what I want to do for this. I want to bring some of the character and some of the color back to it, but still keep it having that vintage antique look. This actually does have some pieces broken on it, which I didn't even notice until I looked it up on Google to see what it actually was supposed to look like originally. And it has like the eagle's hind feathers down here, and that part's broken off. But oh well, it is what it is. We're gonna go with it. So y'all, I'll tell you all about all of our giveaways and everything here in a minute. So hop on, say hello, let me know you're watching. Let's see. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day here in Kentucky. Beautiful day. It is 80 degrees. The sun's been shining. It's been so nice. I keep finding excuses to go outside today. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Lori. Hello, Adriana. Hi, Linda. Hey, Aletta and Carol and Holly. Mom says, welcome to the party. Hello, Dorothy. Hi, Diane. Hey, Carolyn. Hi, Pam and Danae and Carol Gore. Hey, Sandy. Hi, Jamie. Hey, Jackie. Hello, Holly. Thank you, Holly. Hi, Pam. Jamie, thank you. Oh, really, Linda? That makes me know that it's old, right? So I'm glad to know that. It was the material that made me think that it was like, I mean, I don't know if home interiors had this kind of stuff, but this is what it made me think of because of the type of material. I thought, well, that's probably like a home interiors thing from the 80s and 90s. Hi, Heidi. Hey, Danae. Hello, Cheryl. Hi, Lori and Dale. Hello, Judy and Nancy. Hey, Jesalyn. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Chrissy. Hey, Pam and Dee Dee, thank you. Hey, Susan. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see y'all. I'm sure I'm missing some comments for sure, but I'm glad to see y'all. Hopefully, y'all have had a great day. Okay, so today is the last day for our grand prize, for you to get entered into our grand prize giveaway. Now, the way that you get entered is by making a purchase at thecelebrationco.com. Let me post the QR code up here at the top. You can just take a screenshot, go into your photos, hold down on that QR code up there at the top, and it'll take you directly to our website, okay? So you'll want to place an order. Every $10 you spend is one entry into the grand prize giveaway. So if you spend $100 before tax and before or after discounts and before shipping, then you will have gotten 10 entries into the grand prize giveaway. Now, here are the items. We are giving our grand prize winner an option. They get to choose. And there are 3 options they can choose from. The first is an HP inkjet printer with a 6-month craft paper subscription. The second is a Fiskars rotary paper cutter, the 12x12 with a 6-month craft paper subscription. And the third is this 36 by 24 inch glass craft mat. All right, so there's 3 different things that the grand prize winner will get to choose from. All 3 are amazing giveaways. Now, today we're also doing a giveaway. You want to just keep those comments coming. At the end of the live, we're going to take all those comments and essentially, hypothetically, add them into a hat, and we'll draw one out. It's all on the computer, the way that that's done, though. So make sure that you're commenting. The more comments you have, the more entries you have. Okay, so keep those comments rolling. Also, when you make a purchase, did I say that the deadline to get entered to the grand prize is tonight, 11:59 p.m. tonight is the deadline to be entered into the grand prize giveaway. All right, so if you haven't placed an order sometime between Monday and tonight at 11:59 p.m., you are not gonna be in the drawing for the grand prize giveaway. Okay. We are having 2 specials going on as well this week, and these will run through the end of the week. And they are spend $21, get $5 off, and also spend $21, get a free mug cake. Okay. Let me go grab the mug cake because I don't have it with me, and let me grab today's giveaway. So hang on just a minute. Okay, so this is the mug cake that you will receive when you place an order of $21 or more. In here is your cake mix and your frosting, as well as the cutest little candle, sprinkles, and some confetti. Okay, so it's a fun way for you all to celebrate with us. So you get one of these when you spend $21. It is free gift with purchase. And then our giveaway for today's live is a tool bundle. Okay, so the tool bundle consists of a sander, a 10-pack of paintbrushes, our precision cutters, a pack of pouncers, our teal scraper, and a utility knife and extra blades. So this is what comes in your tool bundle. This is what somebody is going to win today. All right. Okay. So keep those comments rolling. I see that y'all already are. And somebody is going to win this. All right. Let's get into our makeover. What do you say? I think I explained everything. I think I explained it all. All right. Y'all, obviously, it's going to be difficult for me to keep track of all of the comments. So just bear with me. All right. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to first use my tarnished brass paint. And I want to give this, I like the fact that it looks old and all of that, but I just want to add a little. I don't love the color tone, so I just want to add a little bit more, and so we're just going to bring it back to life just a little bit. All right, just a little. I'm just going to use a paper towel. Okay, let me grab a paintbrush. I'm going to grab one of my fluffy brushes. Okay, you can grab these on our website. Saw someone said they ordered more of this paint. Y'all, this paint is so good. I use it so much. I'm going to have to get me some more of it too because I'm running out. All right, so let me show you what this looks like up close. So you can see how it is lost some of its, you know, gold paint. And the gold is kind of a different gold. It's a little bit cooler of a gold than brass. So we're just going to add, I'm going to take my paint and I'm just going to do some dry brushing. So I don't have a ton of paint on my brush. I don't want to take away the distressing that is on this eagle. I want to keep, I love this, how there's like specks of where paint has come off. I love that. And I don't want to take away from that. So I don't want a thick layer of paint on here. I just want to warm it up a little bit. And so by doing this, and I'm going to show you the difference from one side to the other, we're going to still see the all the distressing and stuff from underneath. So it's going to stay looking nice and vintage. I mean, very quick, very easy. I'm going to get this top a little bit here, and then I'll show you the difference. All right, so here's with the dry brush, and here's without the dry brush. And let me just bring it up close so you can still see. We still have, can y'all see that? A lot of that distressing showing through. Okay, so it's still nice and distressed. And I don't know how well you can see it up close because of the reflection. But when I look at it here, I still see it still looks very aged. And so I'm not using a ton of paint, remember. And down here, where there is a lot of that paint has been removed, that's going to remain. We're still going to see all of that. So just keep rubbing our dry brushing over it. Like I said, I just really didn't care for the tone of it. I wanted it to have more of that brass look. Which is partly why we are doing this. So, very simple, okay? And then you can see over here how it still is very distressed looking. Thanks, Cheryl. Listen, we're a hot mess, I think, mostly. Mostly just a hot mess. All right, I like that a lot. I think that looks better. Still very distressed looking, but we just sort of changed the color tone a little bit. So now what I want to do, they do, Jamie, don't they? That's why I love them. They work perfect for this technique. Thank you, Lori. All right, so now what I want to do is add some of this blue. So we're going to actually have to mix the blue because I want to try and match this blue color that's on here, and I want to add more of it. So let's mix one. And I left my palette over there. I'm going to start with Vivid Blue. And I definitely need to lighten it. So we're going to lighten it up. Grab a paintbrush. Okay, and we're going to need to make this a little more green. So I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to this. This blue is a little bit more of a greenish blue. So this is just a bright yellow. It's called cadmium yellow. Blue and yellow make green. So that's why we're adding just a little bit of yellow. Me too, Pam. And when I looked it up, it was actually quite pricey to buy. I was really glad I happened to find it for $7 at Goodwill. All right, we're getting there. Not quite there yet, though. And Lynn, we are so glad that you have been. That is looking pretty close. I think it needs, it's hard to tell. I think it needs a little bit of raw umber, a little bit of, you know, a little bit more grunginess to it. Not so bright. All right, I'm gonna try this and see how it looks. I'll wipe off some of this paint. I know, Tracy. I saw a reel the other day talking about why there are things at Goodwill and thrift stores that are so insanely expensive, and I don't know if it's true or not, but they were saying that they're pricing items just like a ridiculous amount to keep people from buying them, so that then the employees can take it after it's been on the shelf for so long. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, how ridiculous, right? Okay, so I'm going to add this blue. And we're just going to add the blue. I'm just going directly over top of where it was. In that little area there. And then down through here as well. And so we're just going to probably do just one coat, kind of like we did with the drum. We're just adding enough to add a little bit of color. And I think the entire little ribbon here was painted in blue. And we can come back and we can distress this a little bit so that it still looks very vintage. I think too, because thrifting has just become this very popular thing right now. And everybody is into it. Everything has gone up, and you can no longer buy it for cheap like you used to, because the demand is so much higher now. And that's why when you go into a thrift store or a peddler's mall or something like that, everything is so expensive. And so I think people are, especially those working at thrift stores, they're getting wind of that, and they're trying to like resell it for themselves to make money. It's getting harder and harder to find good stuff at thrift stores. Occasionally you get lucky. You just got to keep going. Okay, I'm going to get, I think, down in here as well. And this, I'm not worried about this being perfect because, it's wearing anyways, technically. And so it doesn't have to be perfect. So there's that one. Look how good that's looking already. Just gonna break it again. Okay, now I'm gonna do this one over here. Let's get this ribbon. Yard sales are still okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing yard sales. I told Mom the other day, I was like, I'm gonna have to add that to my Friday. The problem is I usually go to the grocery Friday mornings. Now I got to start trying to go to the yard sales on Fridays. How am I going to fit it all in? Almost there. Okay, so there's the blue. All right. Danae, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like them. That I need the recipe. I told y'all on the second live that I didn't think they were quite right. I think they needed less strawberries. So it just didn't turn out very good. The frosting was very good. But the cake itself, I was disappointed in. So I'm not planning on sharing that one with y'all. But if you're interested, I would try it with like a cup of strawberries and maybe a half a cup of milk, or something like that. Isn't that a pretty blue? And so we're going to come back, we're going to distress it a bit so that and we're going to add a little bit of the gold too. So that it just feels like it's not added. But we're going to add some red. So all of these stripes here had red on them. I'm having a hard time remembering to use that thing. Have y'all noticed? I want to use it, but I'm having a hard time. Let's see. Today for dinner, we are having Walk and Go. I'm having it 2 days in a row. So my favorite Chinese place, they close tomorrow. It's their last day open. And I tried to get it for lunch, but they were closed for lunch, unfortunately. And so we're gonna have it tonight and tomorrow. Okay, that looks good. And so I'm just gonna do one coat. And I looked this up before our live today. I looked the picture of this up to see how it was done. And so I'm just doing it how it was, essentially. This is the way that it was originally. It had these red stripes here. So like I said, it's not about redoing it necessarily as much as just bringing it back to life while keeping that vintage look about it. The inside is already pretty white. I don't think I'm going to try and add any white. I think it looks pretty good. But, oh my gosh, look how good that's looking. Love it. Love it, love it. I cannot wait to decorate for the 4th of July, y'all. Okay, there we go. So we got the red on. So now we're going to dry this, and then we're going to do a little bit of distressing specifically on the blue. Okay, so I'm going to take my sander and I'm just going to use actually, I think this one has a little bit lighter grit on it. And I'm just going to sand over just to kind of remove some of that blue so that it really has that worn look about it. So you can see the difference. Here's this side versus this side. Okay, see that difference there? Just keeping that look like this has been naturally worn. That's the idea. But you want to be careful not to remove some of that finish too far, the one that was underneath. I don't want to remove too much of that. Okay. All right, so let me see if I can't get some of this as well. Okay. All right. Okay, that looks so good. I love it. All right, I'm going to take my fluffy brush that had the gold on it. Yeah, baby. Is it not in the bottom drawer? Is it not clean? Well, baby, you're going to have to look for it, sweetheart. Well, you're going to have to look harder, baby. Mommy is live right now. All right, so I'm taking the gold onto my brush, and I'm just adding a little bit just here and there. On the blue, just to help to make it all sort of look cohesive. Okay, I think I'm done. Marsha, this will likely go in my hutch where I'll decorate for the 4th of July there in my hutch. But look at how that turned out. And you can see up close that it still very much looks vintage. Look at that. See? Isn't it just beautiful? I just love it so much more than I did before. The color looks better. It was very sort of a little more of a cool gold before. Ugh. So good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I can't get enough. Okay. So, let's do our giveaway, okay? We did our makeover. Now let's do our giveaway. And I want to remind you all again, you have until 11:59 tonight to get your orders in so that you can be entered into the grand prize drawing. Every $10 spent is one entry, okay? Every $10 spent is one entry. All right. So let's get this pulled up so we can pick a winner for the tool set. All right, it'll take me just a minute because I got to log back in here. Okay. Bye, Annette. Yeah, baby. No, I'm not going. All right. Okay. Let's see. Need this. Right. Okay. Go. All right. I'm glad y'all liked how this turned out. I love it. Love it. Okay. We have 751 comments. So here we go. I'm going to press the start button right here. And it's going to pick through comments. And Jamie Thompson is our winner. Jamie Thompson. Congratulations, Jamie. You are the winner of the tool bundle. So you're getting foam pouncers, a 10-pack of paint brushes, our precision cutter, a sander, a teal scraper, and a pink utility knife. All right. Congratulations, Jamie. Remember to send us your mailing address if you are a winner at all. make sure you send us a mailing address so that we can ship these items to you. And don't forget to get your orders in for the grand prize drawing. Remember, $5 off $21. If you spend $21, you get a mug cake. And we'll be doing the grand prize drawing tomorrow on a live at 3:30. Okay? We'll also probably be doing a little bit of reminiscing and kind of just sharing from the past 5 years a little. And we also will probably have some new product to share with you tomorrow as well. So y'all have a fabulous day. I love you guys.